Miss Piggy. Charlie. You saying hi? Alright, let's go outside. I'll quit messing with you. Come on. Come on. These my good piggies. Hey, you tubies! Welcome back. I hope you guys came for a good time, not a long time. Because today, I'm going to be working on the head for my 92 Accord. Reason being because I bent 6 of these valves when the timing belt broke months back. So now's the time to fix it. We're also going to take care of some valve guide seals. The tools we're going to be using: a lighter, a 10mm socket, magnet, flathead, spring compression tool, some pliers, and you know my favorite, the bang bang. So I've already done one. It looks like more here, but I've taken out these 3 valves, which are over here, and I've done this one valve guide seal, valve stem seal. That's what I meant. But the hard part here is I just you can see there's black and there's green. Which one goes to which side? You know what I'm saying? There's no, it doesn't say. I can't find anywhere that says. So what I'm gonna do here is this side has a little black rubber and this side has like a brown one. I'm gonna put the green ones on the brown ones, and I'm gonna put the black ones on the black ones, because that's what seems to make sense to me. But I guess we'll find out. And well, I can't lie to you guys, I've never done this on one of these before, but I have done them to a Chevy 350 several times. So it's pretty similar, tiny little differences here, but I'm doing what I can. So I'm gonna start with this one here, because I already did this one, and I'm gonna confirm that the black ones will go here and the green ones will, because then I could just swap them out real quick. I did a little bit of research, not a lot of research. I'm not gonna lie, I watched multiple videos on guys doing this, but a lot of guys put the heats to these things with a torch, and they say be careful because you don't want to come back and torch the new one you just put on. So I figured, well, let me get a little lighter of a heat, you know, not so much. And I'm just gonna heat her up. Just a little bit. See, it's smoking a little, so it's gotta be warm enough for me. Now I'm gonna take these old pliers here. And everyone says, just try and grab her and just a wiggle back and forth, twist her and pull. Everyone also says use locking pliers so it doesn't come slipping off like that, but we just may need some more heat. Oh, actually, it's not coming at all. There it comes. There it is. That was not friendly at all. Alright, the first one definitely came off easier. Now let's make sure. See that gunk? that nastiness. We don't want to put that over that. So looks, see, there's still some rubber, but that's okay. Wipe her down here. Looking okay. And then we'll grab the little one with the black rubber. Seems to be pretty snug. And then grab a little 10 mil and give her a little snuggeroony, I guess. And you see, it wasn't really that hard, you know. But first you gotta get this far, right? So I'll show you guys how to get this far if you guys didn't watch last week's video. But I got one more to do over here, and then I'm gonna put the valves in this side and the springs on, and then I'll come to this guy. What's up, little buddy?
Hello.
You come do it for me?
Nah.
Oh, dang.
I don't even know what you're doing.
We're replacing these, big guy. These go in these holes.
Oh.
And then we're also replacing, you see these green things?
Yeah.
Look at the old one back here. It's all brown and ugly.
Oh, yeah.
So we're putting new ones on because look at the hole in the middle. You see how this one's much bigger?
Yeah.
It's wore out. So it's letting oil seep through and into the motor where it shouldn't be.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're just going to replace those really fast because we're already here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now I'm out of here.
Alright, see ya, bud. So we got those done real quick. Now I did get all the valves. I got all new ones. And it was a little bit of a struggle because they were discontinued. But I did find a whole set, luckily. And it cost me an arm and a leg, I'll tell you what. So, since I got these out, I'm going to start popping valves in, smothering them in this assembly lube as they go in. Should be pretty easy, right? Boop. Boop. Get it on there now. Don't be afraid. You little perverts. I know what you were thinking. Perverts. Alright. There's one. Now look how good they look in there. Man. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Man, those are gonna work good. Boom. Okay, so since I got this one done, I'm gonna have my girlfriend camera lady style this, you know, because the tripod, it doesn't come in when I need it to sometimes. And this is kind of, you gotta be kind of up close and personal to see some of this, right? So I'm gonna hand the camera off while I do this one, because the last one I wanted to try off camera, though I didn't look too stupid. It went pretty good. It was a little scary, okay? From what I've noticed on all these other springs here, I don't know if you could see, but you see the bigger gaps on the top and the smaller ones on the bottom. They're all on the bottom, the smaller gaps. So that's where I'm gonna put them. So we're just gonna put the spring over like this somewhat. somewhat in its place. Oops. A little pry bar. And then we grab-a-late this puppy. Oh man. This thing is a little bit difficult to use, okay? Get in there. Alright. Now we gotta get them all lined up. Get over here. Okay. Now we start squishing. Okay, now I put our little pry bar in here. Squish this spring pretty far down. Be careful of her now, okay? And then I put one keeper in the back on the bottom side there. And just careful, don't drop it because they're a pain. They're so small in these little Hondas. Okay, so now we lean it over to this side. Oh, I dropped it. I did exactly what I told you not to do. That's why we have a magnet. Not the only reason, but most of it. Alright, try her again. Oh, I dropped it again. Except for I can't see it this time. I'm gonna put my finger back there so it doesn't fall. Look at that. Now you see? See how they're like dangling? They look like they're out. Alright, now watch as I back this puppy off. They're gonna fall right in their home. Scoop-a-doop. Okay. And then now our spring's a little more compressed, so getting this out is not as nicely. So now once you got that out, and this is a personal preference, this is a big reason why I got the Bang Bang, is because I like to hit this ring. Just a little tap. You know? It'll set those little keepers where they want to be. And if you really want to be a brave man, okay, because each one of these keepers, there's 2 per valve. There's 16 valves, so you can do the math real fast. When I looked them up, they were $1.22 a piece, so you don't want to break them now. Just give them a little tappy, and that'll make sure that they're where they want to be. And then you can come and just, you know, be nice to her. Don't give her no sledgehammer swings, just tap it. Love taps. And then boom, there's a valve right back in there and it's done. And then you can repeat that process 16 more times. Okay? For me, got 14 more times, because I've done 2.5. We don't count the half yet. Not yet. coming up on the end here. I'm doing the last valve. I've already got the seal, the valve seal in there. So give her a little lubrication for the first startup. We'll just do a little drop down there, like every other one. We'll do the line again. And then, you know, yep, that perverted stuff again that you dirty-minded people were thinking about earlier. Get your goo all over. Okay. Alright. Now we gotta find a hole with no air. Pretty simple, enjoyable little task here. I think I've only been doing it for about an hour now. It's probably been about an hour and a half, and shoot, I'm about done, you know. It's the last one. See how simple that was? And just back this puppy off. Man!
It might not be a Christmas picture, but it's gonna be a dolphin.
Yeah?
Yes.
Alright, that's fine. And then we just give her our love taps again. And I got a head that's all practically rebuilt with new valves. Look at them, all seating. Square, flush, looking good in there. Man. Now my next step is to clean all these out, because I wiped this one with a rag. And this one. You could see all the gunk in there from even sitting with this rag over it. It's still got all dirty. You know, there's dog hair in there. There's one right there. So we'll take some cleaner through here. Not too much cleaner, because we don't want to get rid of that lube that we put on them valves there. So we just want to make sure that this is clean, so it doesn't pick up any gunk and transfer it through the system and cause us issues in the future. And then we can put the new head gasket on and put the head back on the motor. But I'm gonna have to wait till Brandon's available, because I can't really pick this up and lean over the car by myself. So I'll wait till he's available and get that done when I can. So what I can do though, while we wait for Brandon or someone to help me lift this puppy up there, let me show you this. So I got my trusty Milwaukee, and I got one of the ones that was bent, and you could tell that it touched because of the way that it looks, because it's got a touch mark. So I just lightly snugged her in there. But check this out. You see that puppy wobbling all over? Dang. You see it now? What about it now? But she's bent. She's pretty bent. So let's look at another one, see? Holy cow, that one's definitely worse. Yep. This is fascinating. I just want to show you that because I tried several times to roll it across my desk here and see if it was bent, and I couldn't see it. So putting it in that, and it said woo 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 woo. Man, I was like, yeah, I'm glad I did them all, you know, because you never know. The good part is there's all new valves in this head, so she'll be like practically new, brand new. The Craigslist rebuild, you know, minus the paint. Can you see how smooth this one goes? No bending. Bending? No bending. Bending? No bending. A little time has progressed here and I missed a lot. Okay, so my buddy Brandon that's been helping, you know, you've seen him, he's been helping do the work. Well, he's not feeling too good this weekend, so I had another buddy step in and help me put this head on. And thank you, Bob, because Bob didn't have to come in and help, you know. He had his own stuff going. So he took a minute, came over, helped me, got the head on. Here you go. This is what we're looking like. The head is on. All the bolts, all 10 of them, they are tight to the torque specs of what they're supposed to be, plus an extra pound. I don't know if that's going to be any good or bad, but I figured it's an old wrench. Who knows if it's calibrated properly? What's it going to matter, you know? So the head's on the motor. We got a couple things to do here, like this temperature sensor we got to replace. I also want to do this one, but that one I don't have yet. I don't know if you could see there. Right here, I need to replace that fuel filter, which I have a new one here. And we'll get to that. I don't know if we'll get to that this video. Since Brandon's not here, I kind of gotta do what I can, because the rental car, she gone, went back. I don't have a good car anymore. The one I'm driving around is bald tires and it's snowy outside. You see the snow? See? It's snowy. And bald tires and snow, they don't get along. So I'm gonna lift the rear end, put it on jack stands, and I'm gonna install the muffler of what I can. Now, I realized I need 2 bolts for here. I don't have these 2 bolts because these ones are rusty and they're studs, and I really don't want to beat those out. It's easier just to go get 2 new bolts. So I'm gonna put the muffler on their little rubber hangers here, and then this will get its hanger, and we'll stick that in and not tighten it, and we'll hang everything that we got in somewhat of a place so we can progress and keep the build going. We got little dude and mama out here, they're hanging out with me, so I'm not all lonely, which I'm thankful for. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue on and lift this car up real quick. Got them jack stands under there, you know, more likely to flex the suspension more than get the tire off, because I'm a pretty thin guy here and I'm sure I could fit under here. So now the first piece I'm gonna start with is the muffler, and then work my way up and do what I can, because I need to move forward. Let me get my cozy creeper here. Sneak around and let's see what we're looking at. Whoa. Yeah, darkness is what we're looking at. Here's our new piece here. Muffler. Now notice these. There's 2 of them. Now let's go under here. Alright, now we are under said car. Okay, now this is where the muffler sits. If you look up here a little bit, you see there's like nothing here, and there's something here. Okay, so this is where one of them rubbers, these things, well, you know, this is the old one, that'll go there. Okay, but where does, you know, this one go? It's gone. Let me tell you why. Okay, I got a little story for you. Now, before I start said story, I have to show you this. This is the old section of pipe. It was over there. I just moved it over here not too long ago. But you see, it's rusted off. It's gone. So the story goes like this. I'm on my way to my dad's house, and he lives on a dirt road. I live in a dirt neighborhood, you know. But my dad's house is about 4.5 miles from my house. And so I'm going to his house, and I turn down his county road, and I'm only doing like 30, 35, and the road's pretty washboard. So it's like we're vibrating, you know, rattling all the bolts out of the car is what I'm saying. And as that happens, I'm still driving away, and that rusted spot I was just showing you on that pipe, which would have been like right here. All right, so that let go. She said, "See you later." So it caused the muffler to swing down. Yeah, just like this. You see the way the car is? Now we're driving that way. Okay? And as this falls down, of course, front first, this muffler catches the dirt. And then these are still hanging on for dear life. But when that muffler fell, man, this car hopped up in the rear end like it had hydraulics, and I did it on purpose. It spun me over a good like 30 degrees to where I was looking at the field, and I stained some drawers. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, what in the heck happened? After I stopped the car and I get out, and there's just a muffler chilling in the street. So I picked her up as hot as can be, and I threw her in my back seat, and I went to my dad's house. And this bumper, you could see this big old gapperoonie here. This poor bumper got about ripped off. It was almost a goner. And as you could tell, one of the little hangers to hold that got ripped off too. Never even realized till now I go to fix it, right? But man, that was an experience. I wish I'd have got it on camera, because I was so confused at what had happened. But I'm not gonna let that stop me that we only have the one hanger, because it can hang off to one side for a little bit, and then we can get it in there and stuff, and I can maybe buy some of this, was that 3/8 rod, and then weld it back to the car and bend her up like I need, you know. So it's no big deal to me. It is a bummer, but we'll get her mocked in there, as they say. We'll get this little piece in there hanging on his clamp, and we'll put a little clamperoonie in there, and we'll see if it fits properly. Alright, let's try and get this up here. Now I did put some looby dooby, as Puddin's Fab Shop calls it, which is just WD-40 or PB Blast. Just, you know, make it easy to get on there. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Work in progress now, ain't we? Something like that, maybe. And then we got this little clamp here. I don't know if you guys could see it. Just gotta be a little. Pain in the butt, don't you? There we go. That was easy. Ah. Ah. Come on. There we go. Ah. Ah. Almost. Almost right. I put too much looby dooby. Sliding in and out. Ah. Ow. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. Now we got a little holder. You guys see it? See the little holder? Well, this is my view. It's just dangling really bad on the one side because of that dang hanger. So I gotta figure out how to hold that up temporarily. And this is about the best dang temporary holder I could come up with right now. Little progression with a whole bunch of extreme dad words. But you could see that's the back of the car. See the jack and then the muffler. And then here's that next piece. She's dangling a little low. But that's because right here, I only got one bolt in it. And it's not even the right bolt, and it doesn't even have a nut on the back side. So it's just precariously hanging there. So don't nobody, and I mean nobody, touch this pipe because it'll fall on you. And then we keep coming up here. And then we got new hangers here. And then, yeah, that's where the catalytic converter, that'll go there. Because we want to save on all the emission stuff so we don't get in trouble. Okay? I don't want to be in trouble now. And then we move forward, but after that, I don't really know what I'm doing yet because I still have that one issue I was telling you about. You know, this issue, the broken one on both of these. Say hi, little buddy.
Hi.
So I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing there yet. I really want to do a new header because I like more HPs, is what I'm saying. But I still got some thinking and some pocketbook doing on that, so I don't know. I gotta do it. I gotta pull the trigger somewhere, and I don't know where I want to pull that trigger yet. But I'm happy the parts are going back on finally, okay? Because it's been a week, man. And being stressed out about not being able to get somewhere is a little sucky. We got plenty more parts to do now, like our chrome exhaust tip here. Do you see it? Ooh, doggy. But I need to get some hardware for that clamp that's right about there. I've got to figure out that clampulator on the car. I got to get the cat on there and figure out this downpipe situation. And obviously we got plenty of work to do here. We got boxes, oil pan stuff, camshaft install still, the intake, timing belt, water pump stuff. But I'm gonna have to wrap this video up here because it's about time started in this video for you guys. And that's what I got done this week, is what I shown you right there. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see the timing belt and the rest of this continue forward, because this car's gonna get a lift kit one day, and I mean soon, because I already have it. Give me a like if you were interested in any of the things we did, or if I kept you entertained. Give me a comment, and I appreciate you guys for watching like a lot, because we're here for a good time and a long time. Stay motivated.